Okay guys, so as promised, like I said in the video I made about the Zelda changes, I'm pretty much recording this video almost immediately afterwards. What I want to do today is not record, sorry, well I am recording, but what I want to do is review the VODs from the weekly that Dabuz attended where he went all Zelda, because Dabuz has expressed some interest in the character because she got buffed, and he says that he really likes her. So I was browsing Twitter around the time that he was asking people about the changes. He said, "Should I go all Zelda this local?" And then the timeline kind of explains how he feels afterwards. He goes, "I'll try." He goes, "This is hard," and is round one versus a Chrom, which ironically is one of Zelda's more difficult matchups. She edge guards him extraordinarily well, but the onstage matchup against Chrom is very difficult for sure. Winner's final, my aerial's never sweet spot. Alright, I lost tomorrow. This character is a struggle. If I go to Grands, I'm going Bailiff. Rip, I can't with Zelda. She's so lacking. Carrots and peanut butter. I'm not sure if that's related, but there you go. So he went pretty much all Zelda for the entire weekly. And I watched one of his matches just to see, because the thing with Zelda is she's not a character, like she's not like a very flavor of the month kind of character where you can pick her up and she's easy to use. Zelda is a very, and you might find this a bit controversial to say because of her reputation online, but Zelda is actually a very difficult character to use at a top level. This is because she has a lot of sweet spots that are very small. Her combos are very tight in terms of how much time you have to connect one move into the next, controlling drift with neutral air, timing your phantom releases, playing reactionary in terms of punishing how people react to certain setups that you might want to go for. So Zelda is actually quite a difficult character to play, and she's not a character that I would expect someone to just pick up and be able to do well with. So when Dabuz says things like Zelda is lacking, I'm suspicious, because even though she is lacking in certain places, I feel as though he might be saying that for the wrong reasons. But I don't want to make that judgment call until I actually watch the VODs and actually review it. I did watch one game. It was game one against Lucina. And I just in that one match, I had quite a lot of things that I wanted to say. So I figured that I would just record a reaction. Whoop, sorry, that's Discord. So I figured I would just record my reaction to Dabuz's VODs. I know that it was a whole weekly, so it's probably going to take a long time. So I don't know if I'm going to break this up into multiple videos, or if I just want this to be a big unscripted Dabuz Zelda review dump and make it like a few hours long. I don't even know how long this video will be. But I have the VOD here. This is the first match that was played on stream. So I'm just going to put that away. I'm going to put this away. So, I don't want it to be that big. Let me just see if it's still working on Discord, on OBS. Yeah, it's fine. I want to hide the chat. There we go. Okay, so this is fine. So I'm going to be reviewing the VOD from here. I'll be stopping at various points to comment on whether or not I think he should have done something differently, or if he's making a mistake. Because he did actually comment that this was this was a very difficult match, and I actually agree. Chrom versus Zelda, like I said, is a very difficult matchup for Zelda. The offstage is pretty much free. If you force Chrom to up B, that's a rip for him. You just phantom him every time until he dies. But on stage, it can be very difficult because Chrom and even like Lucina are the only characters in the game that combine speed with having a bigger disjoint than Zelda. Most characters that are faster than Zelda don't outrange her, and most characters that have disjoints that are larger than hers are slower. Whereas some of the Fire Emblem characters, they are the exception to the rule. So like Chrom, Cloud, and Lucina, I would say, are probably her most problem matchups. But even Chrom and Cloud, she has a good time with off stage. But on stage, it can be very difficult. So I'm going to hit the play button on this, and I'm going to see what insight I can draw from this match here. By the way, if you don't know who I am, I probably should have mentioned this earlier, but if you don't know who I am, my name's Reikushi, that's my tag, and I'm the top Zelda in Canada and one of the top Zeldas in the entire world. So this is coming from the perspective of not just some random guy who wants to review Dabuz's Zelda because I'm bored. It's because I'm actually a pro Zelda player. That seems weird to say, but it's true. I am a top Zelda player, and so I will be coming at this with certain insight that a lot of other people wouldn't have. So let's get started. Oh, by the way, the sound cuts out here for like the first set. This isn't like me. This is just the VOD for some reason, so you might have to go soundless for a little while. Okay, get to side B. Good phantom release. Okay, he just messed up there. I'm really surprised Crom didn't punish him on that. Okay, something that you should almost never do with Zelda is go for the shield grab. Even if you thought that Crom was going to land in front of you, because he goes past the Crom here. Let me just let it get to that point. So he runs away. He does Phantom, and then he shields the approach. Crom does the falling upper for the cross-up, and then he goes for the grab. But notice how Crom is already at the end of his jab animation by the time that grab comes out, and this is because Zelda's grab animation is actually quite slow. So if you're going to shield grab something, you have to make sure it's something that you can grab absolutely, because Zelda's grab is like frame 10. So typically the best punishes that you can go for out of shield would be out of shield nair, out of shield forward air, out of shield up B. You can do that too, just do like a retreating up B, like teleport to the side of the stage, or you could just drop your shield and go for an up tilt. All of these are much better than going for a shield grab, especially against a move that you're not quite sure is actually going to land in front of you with enough lag to actually punish. So that's just my opinion. I don't really like going for shield grabs. That's just basic juggling with Crom. Wow, you got the forward air. One thing I would say is, there we go. I was gonna say see right there. He was using his Phantom, and like it's good to mix up the timing of Phantom, and let it go early a few times. Like do a couple of stage 3 Phantoms, do a couple of stage 4 Phantoms. But for the most part, you just want to use a few stage 3 and 4 Phantoms as a mix up to stop your opponent from trying to prevent you from charging Phantom. And then once they start respecting you, that's when you fully charge your Phantom in their face, and then you see there he got the hit for it, which was really good. Yep, good trap. Multi hits for forward air. For forward smash are really good. Oh, that neutral B was spooky. Whoa. I'm actually really surprised that this Crom isn't punishing Dabuz for all of his Phantoms in the opposite direction. Oh, that nice percent damage buff on that Phantom. Let me look at that again. The way he landed, I think he landed with a neutral air dodge. So he gets dash attacked, and then just barely gets caught there. Honestly, I think what he should have done here is you never want to be obviously above Crom. So the fact that he was already so close to landing and then chose to jump is a bit weird when he could have just gone to the ledge. It's much better to be on the ledge against Crom than above him, because Zelda's options from the ledge are obviously going to be way more numerous than the options that she has while landing, especially against somebody like Crom. So he puts himself a little high up into the air and then he gets punished for it. But more often than not, if you're in that situation, you should just go for the ledge. Good read on the jump. Oh, look at that. Just fell right out of that. And the reason he fell out of that is because of the range in which he initiated the forward tilt. And the good DI on it also. Yeah, he's doing a really good job of now utilizing Phantom into... I don't like how he tried to do forward tilt after that. But he's doing a really good job of using Phantom core to jump so he can go up high and punish them there. So that's doing a really good job. After this, he shouldn't have forward tilted, because, like I said, Crom is a very fast character. So trying to go for a forward tilt immediately afterwards was kind of a mistake. I would have probably just retreated and gone for a Phantom and just pressure him more in the corner, because he's already taken some shield damage. And because you've already had a lot of success punishing his jumps with Phantom, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep going for it until he's shown an unwillingness to jump into the air. But if he stays grounded against Phantom, then you can punish him there as well, because you've already done some shield damage. So I think just a jump back charge Phantom again after that forward smash would have been the best call, because then if he does approaching Nair, which is what happened there, you could just release Phantom early and stuff him out and then continue pressuring him at the ledge. So I'm not sure that I agree with forward smash followed by forward tilt, but things happen. That was a good fair. Held onto the ledge too long. Yep, that's a classic. Phantom buff coming in. If that was a full jump, he probably would have got that combo. That was good patience with the empty landing into forward tilt. See, there you go. Try to go for the standing grab again. Like I said, Zelda's a standing grab, very, very laggy, and when you're trying to buffer a standing grab out of shield, I think it's even laggier. It has like 3 frames extra add on top of it, so you never want to go for that kind of punish. In that situation, should have just gone for a fair. Like if you get Crom jabbed, just fair out of shield, and you'll just hit him. It's just a free 21, I think, % damage or something like that. It's really good. Punishes the jump. I would have actually not let that Phantom go. I would have, see right there, because he didn't have a Phantom to back him up when coming off the ledge, so then he was exposed and he just got forward tilted. Whereas if he held on to this Phantom, so he got hit away, if he just let this Phantom stay there, if he had allowed Phantom to fully charge, it would have ended and he would have instantly grabbed the ledge as soon as it was done charging, and then he could just neutral get up, the Phantom would cover it, and then he could get out of the corner. But he let it go to try and get him off, whereas he could have actually just made it a lot safer to get off afterwards. So now that the Phantom is gone, Crom just goes forward tilts, gets the kill. So I think in that situation, he should have just let the Phantom fully charge, because where he did the Phantom, if he just let it fully charge, he would have just grabbed onto the ledge instantly. That is such a good Phantom form. The overhead slash, it's so broken, dude. That's the basic Crom combo. Neutral air dodge is out of it. Good DI on that too, man. Oh man, if he positioned himself for a Phantom, he would have just killed him right there. But I went for the Din's Fire instead. Yeah, against Crom, you almost always want to set up Phantom, because they are afraid of Phantom like crazy. You have no idea. Doesn't get the tech. Oh my god, is he about to lose it? He had such a good lead. There we go. I'm really happy I didn't go for the standing grab that time. Went for the fair, got the punish after the jab. And there we go. See right there. So you can see the adjustment where when he was getting pressured by an approaching aerial from Crom, he stopped going for the standing grab and it was just going for fair out of shield instead. Crom is a pretty big target, and when he does a lot of his stuff like forward air and forward tilt, he tends to, or even jab, he leans forward and he makes it easier to hit him even more. So going for fair out of shield, like if you're playing Zelda and you get jabbed by Crom, just forward out of shield, you'll be fine. All in all, pretty good. I just think that like Dabuz's neutral play with Zelda's like neutral attacks are really good. I think it's his use of specials that could use work, particularly with Phantom. He should be going for more stage 4 Phantom as opposed to stage 3, or he should let them charge a little more. Oh, we actually have sound now. That's nice. Right there, this likely wouldn't have comboed, but something that would have been nice that he could have gone for. On catching this jump right here, what you can do is drift backwards to make the opponent launch the other way, and then you have an opportunity for them to get hit by Phantom. Obviously, at this percent, it doesn't really happen, but since Phantom is there, you may as well try. Because who knows, maybe they'll get lucky, maybe they'll air dodge out of it, or maybe they'll DI away, and then they'll end up getting sent farther, who the hell knows. But in most situations where you have a Phantom set up, you want to nair while drifting the opposite direction that the Phantom is going. This way they get sent that direction, and then you can get a potential combo with it. Good run back forward tilt. Oh, the dash attack. Ooh, I like the fair attempt. It's really hard to get fair raw like that, though. And the sound is gone all of a sudden. I think on the stream setup they were trying to fix the sound. Oh, grabs the spot dodge. Okay, very good release. And look how early that killed. What the hell? Look how early this killed. Man's at 80. I don't think that kills in previous patch, because the Phantom kills at full charge. It's 17% earlier. So that's a good example of where the buff comes in handy, because I don't think Crom would have died at 80% in the previous patch there. It would have been, like, with bad DI he would have, but I think if he DI'd well, he wouldn't have. So that's a really good example of the Phantom buff actually coming into play, because then he could have air dodged towards the stage, maybe have come back, all that good stuff. So, good buff. Dabuz is doing a really good job of making his way onto the ground, because being on the platform and just above Crom in general is just really risky. So he's playing it really well. Get up attack. Oh, let me see that interaction where he tried to neutralize a shield. Does get up attack. Does the phantom shields. Yeah, right there. It can be difficult to neutralize out of shield a landing nair because Crom crouches down. So like I said, you might want to go for a fair out of shield, which will hit him. Or you can go for, and this is something I'm not seeing Dabuz do quite a lot, is you could go for, you just drop your shield and go for an up tilt. Because up tilt is one of Zelda's most powerful combo starters, and Crom is at a high enough percent that up tilt into an instant nair will usually combo, and even if it doesn't, you can dash attack the directional air dodge. So that's probably what I would go for, and I haven't seen him using up tilt yet, but at these low percentages, especially against characters who land with low profiling moves, especially like Pikachu, dropping your shield and going for up tilt is a really good option as opposed to doing nair out of shield. Wow, got that grab. That was impressive. Okay, yeah, right there. As soon as you see that Crom is going to be forced to up B, you start charging Phantom. Every single time in this matchup, that's what you do. So he goes for the nair, and then gets the grab because the guy walks right into it. As soon as you see him go low, you start charging Phantom. You just jump back Phantom, and then you just try and keep him at the ledge for as long as you can. That was good use of the Phantom. See, in the previous patch, I feel like that nair would have been more easily punished. Because he gets this neutral air, and then he gets the upper on the landing, which is nice. Does landing nair, and then runs away, and then down tilts, which low profiles the back air. I think, honestly, in the previous patch, that back air would have come out in time before Dabuz would do the down tilt. Because the only reason that back air misses is because the down tilt low profiled. But if this were the previous patch where the nair was slower on landing, I think that back air actually would have landed. You can't be absolutely too sure, but could have been convenient. There we go. That's the up to up air. I don't know if it was true at that percent. Oh, goes for the up B. Wow, no punish though. Yeah, since up B is so risky to go for, you really only want to go for it when you know that you can land it. That was just aggressive recovery. Caught him off guard. That was good. Look at that knockback on forward tilt. My god, that almost killed him. Bro, 105%. They were like underneath the right platform. Look at this, 105. The man almost died. Look at that on the fucking radar. If they were standing in the middle of the Pokeball, he would have just died. Very good Doomsfire, yeah. That was a mistake on the Crom's part to jump that early. He really shouldn't have. If he could jump air dodge, then that's what he should have tried to go for. Yeah, Neighbor's Love, not as good of a defensive tool as people make it out to be. It's a great mix-up on landing, nothing more. He really tried to triple dash attack. That's crazy. Yeah, he let the Phantom go early that time, but I'm not going to get mad at him for that because he was trying to punish the neutral get-up, which is fine. The DI on that up B has been amazing by Dabuz. Gets the forward tilt. Punishes the jump again. He's been doing a really good job of that. And this Crom hasn't really... Look how far that forward tilt sent him! Yeah, the Crom hasn't been doing a great job of reacting to the fact that Dabuz has been punishing his jump across. And look at that forward tilt buff coming into play. What a god. So that's the first set. That Crom, to be honest, I have a lot more criticisms about Crom in that match than I do about Dabuz. Dabuz played it pretty well. Did better in the second match for sure than the first match.